Okay, today I'm going to do a quick video on how to clean and protect your leather seats in your car. This is an often misunderstood area, and so I figured I would go ahead and show how I take care of cleaning leather. These seats are actually in really good shape. They're perforated. Keep in mind that pretty much all the leather seats in cars today is pigmented. It's leather that's been painted, and then there's an acrylic spray that goes on top, so it's extremely durable. The actual leather hide is underneath the pigment layer and the acrylic layer. If you have perforated seats like this car, inside the perforations you actually don't have any protection. You actually have what's called suede. So perforated seats generally over the life of a vehicle will tend to dry out quicker than cars without perforated seats. The cleaning process is going to be the same. Keep in mind that when you're cleaning the leather, you're actually cleaning the top layer. You're not actually cleaning the leather itself, as you can't get to it. I am a big proponent of using products that mimic the pH of the leather, or at least close to it. Leather's pH is around 4.6 to 5.5. So I use some products here that you really can't find in the store. You have to order them online, but I do use the Leather Doctor kits, and it's a fairly pricey kit. You can use standard leather cleaners from Meguiar's or Mother's or any of the other companies you can find. They're not going to be this particular pH of 3.8, but they'll have a pH closer to leather than some of the very basic cleaning products. And then by basic I mean pHs around 11 that you would find in the store. So the simple way to proceed that I use is I simply spray the leather cleaner on here. I use a small boar's hair brush. I do put black tape around the wooded part of it so I don't scratch anything. I have very simple microfiber cleaning towels that I use. You could use just microfiber towels that you find anywhere. I'm using these particular ones right now because they're very white, and you'll be able to at least see some of the dirt that gets picked up. And after I'm all done, I will use the leather protector product, also from the Leather Doctor. It has a very good leather scent. It does very good at protecting that top coating surface. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the tripod, and we'll get started. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to clean the back panel of this seat and the bolsters. The front part is actually already clean. A couple comments. You want to do the leather cleaning section at a time. I don't recommend you spray down the whole seat and proceed to do the whole seat at once. I recommend you do a section. Go ahead and check your section, see if it's clean. If not, repeat the process. Obviously these seats are black, and seeing how clean they are is really difficult. They're not tan seats like you find on most cars. Tan seats tend to show a lot of dirt. A lot of times you'll see maybe a bluish dye on a tan seat. That's simply dye transfer if you wear jeans a lot and the dye from the jeans transfers to the seat. Those are really difficult cleanings to do. This is a time-consuming process. It's not something you can do really quickly. If you use extremely aggressive products, yep, you can do it quickly, but you're also going to reduce the integrity of the leather, so keep that in mind. You could use steam. Some people use steam. You'll see a lot of videos on YouTube of people using steam. I don't recommend it. It's very aggressive, and I have seen cases where this top coat and the pigment layer actually peel right off the leather. So I just recommend you take your time, use good products, use a good process, and see how you do. Now, I buy the leather cleaner 3.8 from Leather Doctor in concentrate. It's just more economical for me because I do a lot of cleaning. But if you're just doing this for yourself, feel free to buy the small kit. And if you don't want to use these products, go ahead and use whatever your favorite product is. I do recommend you use something from a reputable company. Again, Meguiar's, Mother's, I think I might have mentioned those earlier. You could use Leatherique. I use that quite a bit as well. Whatever you find you like best, go ahead and use. I'm going to go ahead and wet down the leather, again, section at a time, and I'm going to use the brush. You want to get it, you know, coated pretty well. Don't saturate the crap out of it. And just go ahead and brush it. No need to apply a lot of pressure. You know, again, anything you can do to preserve the integrity of the top coating is what you want. Just lightly brush it. Just make sure you get all the corners and crevices, and again, don't push hard. There's no reason to push hard. This portion of the seat, believe it or not, doesn't usually get very dirty. It's actually the side bolsters usually get pretty dirty. After you get done brushing it, just go ahead and wipe it down. And then proceed on to the next section. Now, if you have, again, tan seats and you can see that you're not getting a good job, you're not doing a good job cleaning it, go ahead and do it again. It's better off, I think, to do it 2 or 3 times lightly with the right product than to use an aggressive product. So again, we're going to do these bolsters. The product will drip down. Just try to get it up. You don't want drips on the seat. Sometimes you'll spray a product on a leather seat and you'll actually see the drips forming. They leave a stain on the seat. So try to mop all that up really quickly with your brush. The bolsters get dirty generally more so than the seating surface, because you're getting in and out of the car, and as you're getting in and out, you're rubbing your pants against the bolster, and it just attracts a lot more dirt. So how often should you do this? You know, it really depends. Once a month, once every 2 months. You know, if you got a car with a lot of mileage on it and you're driving it all the time, you might want to do it more often. But you don't need to do these really elaborate cleanings that often. So you'll see there's residue coming up on the white rag. I don't know if you can see that well in the camera, but that's actually pretty good cleaning right there. So that's really it. You know, you just want to make sure you get it all up. Make sure the seat's dry. And, after you're done, you're going to go ahead and spray it down with a leather protector. There are very few reasons why you would want to actually condition the leather. There's a lot of products out there for conditioning leather. Again, you're not really getting much to the leather itself. Yeah, you might get some in through the perforation holes. You might get some in through the steam, the seams stitching. But you're not really, a lot of those conditioners, honestly, is like putting peanut butter on bread. It sits on the surface. The conditioner then tends to attract a lot of dirt, and one of the quickest ways to degrade leather is actually abrasion. So the conditioner absorbs a lot of dirt, sits on the surface, you get in and out of the car repeatedly, and you just keep wearing away that top layer. So the conditioners really don't do much good. You may see some benefit if you have a car that's 10, 12 years old and the leather is dry and cracking. You may see some benefit to conditioning it, but I would recommend a system like Leathereek if you're going to do that, where it's a conditioner that you put on, you let it sit for a number of hours, and then you actually clean it off. You don't leave it on there. So, all right, so I'm just going to spray this down. Again, this is the Leather Protector B+. It has a very nice tactile feel when it dries. It's got almost like a buttery feeling to it. You're just going to move it around. It has a pretty amazing scent. It's got to be the best smelling leather product, leather protecting product on the market, from my experience. So again, just move it around nice and evenly. You want to get nice even coverage. It's not rocket science. It just takes a lot of time. You might get some more soil residue pickup when you do the protector. In this case, we got very little. But sometimes the protector itself will clean up some soiling that you didn't get up the first time. So it's actually got quite a bit. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's a pretty impressive line of products that this Leather Doctor. But you know, do your best. If you have any questions, let me know. It's that simple. That's all I got to say. So have a good day.